Good morning and very warm welcome to all of you. Myself Dr. Neha Desai from Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur. I have been allotted with the syllabus of paper number 392. The title of the paper is CHA 392, deals with the advanced chromatographic techniques for chemical analysis. This paper deals with the two sections. Section first deals with the gas chromatography and mass spectroscopy, while section second deals with the liquid chromatography. Now we will start our discussion with the topic that is GC or gas chromatography. Weightage of 4 lectures is allotted to the topic of gas chromatography or GC. Now, what is meant by GC? GC or gas chromatography is one of the most utilized technique in the field of chromatography. Gas chromatography, basically it has two types: gas solid chromatography and gas liquid chromatography. So for gas solid chromatography, the gas is the mobile phase and solid is the stationary phase. While for gas liquid chromatography, again gas is the mobile phase and liquid is the stationary phase. Liquid which is supported on a solid support is a stationary phase. So fundamentally there are two types of gas chromatography, that is gas solid chromatography and gas liquid chromatography. As far as the syllabus is concerned, what are the different points that we are going to study in gas chromatography? First, we will begin with the introduction of GC. After the introduction, the next important part in GC is instrumentation. Instrumentation of GC we will study in detail. In instrumentation part, we will discuss about the different types of detectors in GC. As far as your syllabus is concerned, three main types of detectors are there: FID, that is flame ionization detector; TCD, that is thermal conductivity detector; and ECD, that is electron capture detector. Now after discussing these different types of detectors, the next part that we are going to study is about the sample injection system. Sample injection system, there are different types of sample injection units or ports which are used in chromatography. Some are split type sample injection, then splitless type sample injection, then automatic sampler. These are some of the types of sample injection units. Now after the sample injection units, we will also discuss about the different types of columns. Basically there are 4 types of columns used in GC. The first one is the adsorption column. Second one is the partition column. Then third one is the capillary column. So these are the different types of columns that we are going to study in gas chromatography. After studying the different types of columns, the next important part that we are discussing is related to the applications of GC. GC is one of the most widely used separation technique Hence, we will study different applications of GC in this syllabus. Now, after that, we will study the program temperature gas chromatography. Program temperature gas chromatography is basically done in volatile compounds. For the analysis of volatile compounds, program temperature gas chromatography is done. So, this is just regarding the introductory part, or what is the syllabus that we are going to discuss in gas chromatography. After discussing the syllabus, we will go point by point. The first point that we are going to discuss in gas chromatography is related to the introduction. So, we will begin with the actual syllabus. In introduction part, as I have already told you, gas chromatography, it is of two types, gas solid chromatography and gas liquid chromatography, where in both these types gas is used as a mobile phase, while in GSC solid is used as a stationary support, while in case of GLC liquid is used as a stationary phase. Now, as far as the discovery is concerned, the technique of GSC, that is gas solid chromatography, it was invented in the year 1943. While the technique of GLC, that is gas liquid chromatography, it was invented in the year 1951. Now, the discovery of gas solid chromatography in the year 1943, it was discovered by the scientist, by the two scientists. Earlier, the gas liquid chromatography, it was invented by the scientist A.G.P. Martin, and for the discovery of gas liquid chromatography, the Martin and Sinch, these two people, they got Nobel Prize. Now, as GLC, it was discovered by A.G.P. Martin, the next thing is the gas solid chromatography. Gas solid chromatography, it was invented in the year 1943 by the scientist Collet. Now, this is just about the brief discovery part, and one more important part. This discovery led to the Nobel Prize winning discovery for gas chromatography. Now, after this, we will study advantages of GC, or why gas chromatography is most widely used as compared to the other separation technique. So, the next point in the syllabus is advantages of gas chromatography. So, the first advantage is that gas chromatography, it is used for the analysis of complex samples also. That means complex samples, they can be analyzed by using gas chromatography. Now, second advantage is that all the results that you obtain by GC, they are having high accuracy and precision. Third one, gas chromatography technique requires less time. Less time for analysis. Then the sample requirement for GC is very less. So, very small amount of sample is required. very small amount of sample is required, then the instrument which is required for GC, it is relatively low cost. So low cost instrumentation, this is also one of the advantage of GC. So considering all these advantages, that is low cost as well as high accuracy and precision, the results which are obtained by using GC, they are highly reproducible and repetitive. So this is also one more advantage. The results which are obtained by using GC, they are highly reproducible and repetitive. Now, so these are the different advantages of gas chromatography technique. Now the next part that we are going to study is related to the instrumentation of GC. So the next part we are going to discuss is instrumentation, which is considered as the most important part as far as the syllabus of analytical chemistry is concerned. So instrumentation of GC. The first important part of the instrumentation is carrier gas. Then second most important part is the sample injection unit. Then the third one is the column. Fourth one is the detector. Fifth one is the recorder. So whether you are doing with the gas solid chromatography or gas liquid chromatography, the main components which are included in the instrumentation are carrier gas, sample injection unit, column, detector and recorder. Initially we will see the brief outline about the gas chromatography instrumentation and then we will discuss each point in detail. So the first part, that is instrumentation flow diagram. So this is the carrier gas cylinder. Flow controller is there in order to adjust the flow. After the flow controller, it will adjust the flow of a carrier gas as well as it will also measure the pressure of a carrier gas. Now after the flow controller, it is connected to the sample injection unit as well as the column. In case of GC, the most commonly used column is stainless steel column and it is placed inside the block. Now above the column there is a sample injection port. After sample injection port and the column, the device is connected to the detector. What is the role of a detector? Detector, it will detect the signal and it will produce the signal and it will send it to the recorder. And finally, after detecting the signal and recording it on a recorder, you will observe a well-developed chromatogram on a display unit. So what is this? This whole is the flow diagram for the instrumentation of GC. First I will explain you the sequence for the analysis of sample, and then we will go in each part of the instrumentation in detail. So the first is the carrier gas. Whenever you are analyzing the sample by using gas chromatography, the choice of carrier gas is the most important thing. So after selecting the carrier gas, the next important knob is there, that is flow control. Flow controller, it will adjust the flow of your carrier gas. Now column, there are different types of column used in GC. The column is always placed inside the block in a circular manner in case of GC, and the sample is introduced by using a sample injection port inside the column. After passing the sample through the column, the next thing is the detector. So there are different types of detectors used in GC. So in detectors you will analyze the sample. Okay, detector, it will detect the signal. All the readings, they are recorded by the recorder, and finally on a PC or your display unit you will get a well resolved and well separated chromatogram. So this is nothing but the sequence of step which we are carrying out by using GC. Now as far as the instrumentation is concerned, the first part is the carrier gas. In case of carrier gas, normally hydrogen, helium or nitrogen, these are used as a carrier gas in GC. Now among all these, sometimes oxygen is also used. Now the carrier gas which you are using, it must be chemically inert. It should not interact with your stationary phase or mobile phase. So most commonly used is helium, as helium is a chemically inert gas. Along with helium, sometimes we are also using hydrogen. Okay, so helium is most widely used, but at the same time helium is most expensive. So sometimes we are using hydrogen or nitrogen, and sometimes we are using oxygen. So depending on the type of the sample that you want to analyze by using gas chromatography, you will select the carrier gas. Now this hydrogen, it is less expensive. Hydrogen, it is less expensive, while helium, it is more expensive. But the main disadvantage associated with the hydrogen is that as the hydrogen is less expensive, but it is also having a less sensitivity. Helium, it is more expensive, but it is having a high sensitivity. Now this is about the carrier gas. Now the most important thing, sometimes air, simply air, it is also used in GC as a carrier gas. The next important point from the instrumentation of GC is sample injection unit. In case of sample injection unit, just remember the injections from the hospitals. Okay, here you are using the needle or a what we can say micro syringe. The name given micro syringe because the sample which you are using, it is in the micro range. So the quantity of a sample which is required, it is in the micro level. So for the analysis, we are using the micro syringe. This micro syringe that you are using, and you will take the sample inside the micro syringe. So suppose this is the micro syringe and this is the sample. Then you will take the required amount of sample in the micro syringe, and after taking the sample inside the micro syringe, you will insert it inside the column. One more important thing is that the sample injection unit, for the sample injection unit, the sample which is required, it should be highly pure. If you are using the impure form, then you will observe the extra peaks due to the impurity. Hence, for the sample injection unit, you will require a sample which is highly pure form, and at the same time very small amount of sample, that is in the micro range, is required for the sample introduction system. Now the next part is the columns. As far as the columns are concerned, the different types of columns which are used in gas chromatography. The first type of column that we are using is adsorption column, second one is the partition column, third one is the capillary column, and the fourth one is the open tubular column. So these are the different types of columns that we are using. Column. First is the adsorption column, second one is the partition column, third one is the capillary column, and fourth one is the packed column. So these are the different types of columns that we are using in GC. Now as far as the columns are concerned, as we have discussed in the theory of chromatography, in order to increase the efficiency of a chromatogram, you have to increase the length of a column. So increase in the length of a column, it will increase the efficiency of chromatogram, as well as decrease in the diameter of a column, it also leads to increase in the efficiency of a chromatogram. So this is about the column. All these different types of column we are going to study in detail. Now the next important part is the detector. In case of detectors, column is considered as the heart of a chromatography, while detector it is considered as the brain of chromatography. So basically three types of detectors are there, and which are in detail for your study, that is FID detector, TCD detector and ECD detector. FID means flame ionization detector, TCD means thermal conductivity detector, and ECD means electron capture detector. Detectors are considered as the brain of chromatography. They detect the signal after analyzing the sample, and finally after detecting the signal, the whole data is recorded by the recorder, and you will observe a well developed or well resolved chromatogram. So today we have just discussed about the brief introduction to the instrumentation of gas chromatography. In the coming lectures, we will discuss the detectors, different types of detectors, sample injection system, types of sample injection system, as well as the different types of columns that are used in GC in detail. Okay, thank you.